Hey everybody, how are you tonight? Dr. Stephanie Stroud with Cornerstone's Pet Tip of the Week. And tonight we are going to talk about something that I get quite a few questions on, and that's separation anxiety. So, signs that your pet could have separation anxiety. If they are barking and whining and really attached to you all the time, certainly destruction of the house while you're gone. So you come home and you find your favorite slippers chewed up, or your blanket, or I don't know, whatever is your property that you use all the time and it's all chewed up, potentially even urinating in the house while you're gone, when they're potty trained already. Those could all be signs of separation anxiety. And so I want to give you 3 quick tips on how to try to help desensitize your pet, and things you can try at home to help with separation anxiety. Now, this does not mean that they're always going to work, and sometimes we do need to intervene with pharmaceuticals to help some of these pets when they're first starting, or to try to decrease the anxiety levels, but these things have been shown to really help with some pets. So first thing you do is, when you leave and when you come back home, I want you, this is going to sound really mean, but it's really not, you need to ignore your pet 15 to 20 minutes before you leave and 15-20 minutes when you get back. The reason in doing this is you're trying to make your leaving time neutral. You're trying to make it seem like it's not any different than any other time. When you really love on your pet a whole lot before you leave, and then you leave, it makes them feel that abandonment that much more. And so by ignoring them before you leave, it just makes the situation a whole lot more neutral. Same thing when you come home. For these pets that have separation anxiety and are destroying property and everything else, if you come home and you're giving them attention right away, then that is essentially awarding their behavior, okay? So we want to ignore the behavior essentially and correct it. And so ignoring your pet 15 to 20 minutes before you leave, and then 15 to 20 minutes before you get back, will help kind of make that situation, the leaving situation, a little bit more neutral and on the same line, okay? Tip number 2, try to work on desensitizing your pet. So we don't want to do anything that may cue your pet that you may be leaving. So, think about things you do when you leave. You put your shoes on, you put your coat on, you grab your keys, maybe you grab your purse. Those are all things that, if you're not conscious of it, you do those every time you leave, and your pet learns those, because your pets are really smart. They learn those cues, and then they realize you're going to leave, and that scares them, okay? So one way to help desensitize them is, at different times throughout the day, vary that up, grab your keys and don't leave. Put your shoes on, put your coat on, and then go do normal activities that you would normally around the house. Basically, you're trying to teach your pet that just because I grab my keys, or just because I put my shoes and socks on, or just because I put my coat on, that doesn't mean I'm leaving. So you're pretty much, again, making that whole zone neutral so they don't get any cues, and you don't have any concerns with that, and your pet does not get an idea that, hey, you're leaving. Okay? Last tip and third tip is that you want to practice leaving. I know that kind of sounds goofy, but one of the biggest things that your pet thinks when you leave is they're not going to come back. Oh no, they're not going to come back. So by varying it up and doing little short practicing leaving, that's going to help your pet. So for instance, start by leaving for 30 seconds and come right back. Okay? When you get used to that, go for a minute and come right back. Basically, you're trying to teach your pet, no matter how long of time you leave, how very short or how long, you're always going to come back. And so teaching them, it's okay for 30 seconds, it's okay for 5, 1, 10, 15, an hour. You want to vary those up, though. You don't want to teach your pet again, this is the habit, this is exactly what we're doing, this is really, oh, I should be scared now, okay? You want to reduce that anxiety by teaching them, it doesn't matter how long I leave, whether it's short time or long time, I'm always going to be coming back. So those are your 3 tips to help working with desensitizing separation anxiety in your pets. Certainly, if you have concerns that your pet has separation anxiety or any other anxiety issues, you definitely should talk to your veterinarian, because they are a very helpful resource and can help you figure out a plan just tailored specifically to your pet. So I will chat with you later. If you have questions or comments, be sure to drop them below. As always, please say hi so I know you're watching, and thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you later. Happy Monday.